welcome back. I heard from a lot of you that you're heading into your 1L year of law school, and so I wanted to make this video about all the things that I wish I would have known when I started law school, and specifically what to focus your time on, how to avoid unnecessary stress and the mistakes that I made, and how to better know the beast that you're about to go to battle with. And so if you're looking for inside tips into law school, then keep watching. Number one, being cold called on in class has zero impact on your final grade, so don't overly focus on it. As stressful and scary as movies portray cold calling to be and how terrifying it actually can be in real life, it doesn't impact your final grade. Your grade is only based on a final at the end of the semester, and that is it. So practically speaking, what does that mean for you? You're going to be assigned so many cases to read in all of your classes that it is impossible to memorize all the details of those cases. You're not going to need to know all the details of those cases for your final exam, so don't waste your time trying. Nobody cares how prepared or insightful or intelligent you sound when you're speaking in class. They're all too busy being relieved that they weren't the ones being called on. Generally speaking, the people that talk the most in class, whether that's them being cold called on or them just volunteering to answer a professor's questions, may understand details of things really well, but do not put in the time outside of class to study and do well on exams. So don't let them intimidate you. Number two, invest time in making friends in law school. And this is one of the things that I think doesn't get emphasized nearly enough. Because, for example, in business school, people getting their MBAs, this is all they're doing, right? Is making connections and making friendships because they realize the value that those connections and friendships can have for them down the road. But those connections are just as valuable for people in law school because these people can and will continue to pop back up into your life as colleagues, as opposing counsel, as clients, as contact for job opportunities, and hopefully as deeper friends if you guys continue to work together over the years. Because 5, 10, 15 years from now, you guys won't be baby lawyers anymore. You will be partners in law firms, you'll be in-house counsel at corporations, you'll be business leaders, and everyone always prefers to do business with people they know over total strangers. And so that's when knowing people is really going to come into play. I know that law school is a ton of work and takes up a lot of time, but there are definitely moments that you can find to get to know the people in your class, to reach out, to chat, to learn people's names, to follow each other on social media, to go to the organized happy hours. You don't have to be best friends with everyone, obviously, but when you keep in contact like that, it creates the possibility to have real impact on each other's career trajectories down the road in a way that's mutually beneficial to both of you. Number three, the first year of law school is by far the hardest, but the good news is that means that it just continues to get better and better. And the reason that it's so hard is because you've never done it before. You haven't gone through a round of exams yet. You don't know what to expect in terms of how much reading there is or how long it takes you, or if your studying methods work, or if they're getting you the grades you want. You don't have any feedback in terms of your progress throughout the semester or how to improve on things. And so you're just at a disadvantage because you don't have that information yet, and you can't have that information until you get that first round of grades the first semester and really the first and second rounds of grades for your 1L year. Another reason why 1L year is so difficult is because all of your classes will be graded on a curve, which means that only a certain number of people can get A's, A minuses, B pluses, etc. And so you're not only graded on how you do on the exam, but how everyone else in your class does on the exam, which just makes 1L year inherently much more competitive. Another reason why 1L year is so much more difficult is because it's widely known that your 1L grades are the most important grades of law school. Those are the ones that are going to determine whether or not you get an offer at a law firm, which is perceived by many people to be the goal of law school. And so not only is 1L year more difficult because you don't know what you're doing yet, it's also inherently more competitive because of the curve, and there's also a lot more on the line. Once you reach your 2L year, things tend to calm down a little bit. You understand how the law school exam system works. You understand how to study and how to prepare and allocate your time. A lot of your non-core classes are not going to be graded on a curve, so you can sign up for classes that tend to have a much more lenient grading system. And if you don't get a job offer with a law firm, you realize that it's not the end of the world, that there are a lot of other job opportunities out there to pursue. Number four, law review is the worst. And I hesitated to put this one on here because I can't actually tell you in good faith not to go out for law review, because for institutional reasons, unfortunately, law review is still very beneficial to have on your resume. Law firms look for it. In fact, some law firms require it in order to get an interview with them. Judges will look for it on your resume and may even require it to get a judicial clerkship interview. And so it does have a lot of benefits. It's just that it doesn't give you any practical skills at all. You're going to be doing a lot of menial work and it's going to take up a lot of time. And so an infinitely better option, in my opinion, is doing something much more substantive. So that can take the form of working in a clinic, which is where law students are actually representing real clients, and you're going to learn the substantive law of whatever type of clinic you're in. And that can be transactional type clinics or litigation-based clinics, or joining a mock trial or moot court team. And those are going to be competitive teams that either for mock trial, for example, or a simulation of a jury trial where you're doing openings and closings and cross-examinations and direct examinations of witnesses, or you're doing a simulation of an oral argument in front of an appellate court. So any one of those options will teach you actual lawyering skills that are actually going to be very beneficial and something you can use in practice. And so if you choose not to go out for law review or you don't make law review, you're actually going to be in a really, really neat position. And number 5, try not to work for a law firm your 1L summer. And I know it can be difficult to turn that cash down, to turn that prestige down, but your 1L summer really is one of the only chances you're going to get to have real legal experience outside of a law firm world. Because for many of us, we're told that getting a job in a law firm is the ultimate goal, is the only goal. And so when you have that one-track mindset, you don't ever look around to see what other types of law there are, what other sectors that you can work in. And that 1L summer is so much more flexible. It's so much more open. It doesn't matter what you do that summer as long as you do something law related. And so capitalizing on that time to really use your law degree for something different, to see what kind of different sectors and types of law are out there, is something I would completely recommend doing. For me personally, I didn't get a law firm clerkship that first summer, and I instead interned for a nonprofit that worked mainly on asylum cases, and I interned for the district attorney's office doing misdemeanors and felonies, and I loved both experiences. I never would have even thought to have worked in those areas if it weren't for that summer. If you guys are headed into law school, let me know in the comment section below what year you're heading into and what tip you think you might actually employ while you're there. I'm also going to link over here the 2 videos I made on how to study for law school and how to take law school exams, so hopefully those help you guys out as well. And as always, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, share it with someone you think might benefit from it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Click the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and you will be notified every time we release a new video every Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.